Welcome to week 3 of Sidelines with Shan. We have a couple of things going on this week on our show. First of all, we have a guest here a little bit later, so I'm going to hurry through the first part because I'm really excited about our guest. We have some trade offers that have been happening over the last week. I think there might be some teams out there that are kind of holding out a little bit, getting back on the trade offers. So if you don't mind, just if somebody's made you a trade, it's okay to not accept it. But if you want to, that's great. Just let them know. Also, for those of you that have Saints players and Ravens players, keep in mind that this Sunday will be the first of 4 international games. So instead of games starting normally at 1, there will be an early Sunday morning game, so kind of keep that in mind. With regard to our little league here, we have a two-way tie for first. We have Velvet Zebra and we have the Winnipeg BB. They represent the long hair and the short hair. And then after that, there is a 4-way tie in the facial hair division. So we've got Team S's, Dumpster Fire, the GDFR, and Team Harless, which is now known as Baby Got Dak. They are tied for first in their division. So with that in mind, I am going to just move right into our pick'em and flick'ems for this week. We are getting rid of... Let's see. I think we're going to get rid of Team Estes. I think we are going to get rid of the Dumpster Fire. And so that means we will keep the GDFR. We will keep the Baby Got Dak. I'm also going to keep the Winnipeg BBs and the Velvet Zebra and see how long that undefeated team goes. I think we will also keep Make the Bears Great Again. And I think the last team we're going to keep is Dub Sops. So, unfortunately, Lady Anna Belichick, goodbye. Brittany, goodbye. Poor decisions. And last but not least, the Tinies, goodbye for this week. So there you have it. Go away. There are your projections for this upcoming week. So we will see how long the Velvet Zebra and the Winnipeg BBs can keep their undefeated status going. I looked ahead at the schedules and they actually will not play each other until week 11. So if they could remain undefeated until week 11, that should be a pretty good matchup. And without further ado, we're going to bring on the guest of our show all the way from Canada, the Winnipeg Blue Ballers. Well, welcome to the show, Winnipeg Blue Ballers. What brought you in?
You asked me to come.
Okay, yes, you're right. I did ask for guests to come. So now, if I remember correctly, you live in Washington for most of the year. Did you travel here just to come to this show?
No.
Okay. You can see this is going to be an exciting interview. You and Velvet Zebra are the 2 undefeated teams. So I'm representing Velvet Zebra today by wearing the Redskins shirt because she has the quarterback for the Redskins. Now, that's not maybe necessarily her favorite team, but let's talk about your favorite team. What's your favorite NFL team, and maybe why did you select them?
I like the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay. And why do you think they are a great NFL team and your favorite?
Because they're blue.
Okay. Well, speaking of things that are blue, the Colts are blue, and as you know, we're here in Indiana. A lot of us are Colts fans. Do the Colts have any chance of saving their season?
I think they might be able to.
Would you like to elaborate on that a little bit? Because this week, and here's, I'm really concerned that we are going into week 3. They are 0-2. They are playing the Browns. The Browns are a really bad team, but they are favored to beat the Colts. So, what do we need to do differently? What could help out our team?
I think being as blue as possible is the best solution.
So you think the mascot blue should become the new quarterback?
I think it's better than brown.
Okay. It is a better color than brown, but footballs are brown.
Footballs are brown.
Okay. Blue, there are a lot of positives about blue. Skies are blue. Sometimes...
I think the ball should be blue.
That's probably... Is that where you got your name from?
No.
How did you select the name Winnipeg Blue Ballers? Or is this appropriate to share in a family setting?
It's the story of my life.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your football team. What did you do as far as your draft strategy? What did you do going in to pick a team that right now is undefeated?
I set it to auto draft.
Oh. So would that be the key? If you want to be undefeated, you would say, hey, if you've never done this before, auto draft is the way to go.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay. Now, have you participated in other fantasy football leagues before?
I have.
And how did you do in those leagues?
Middling at best.
And was middling due to selecting some players on your own versus auto drafting, or?
Correct.
Okay.
Most of my decisions in life have been poor, so I leave them up to other people these days, and my life has improved.
Okay. So this is the first time that you are in our fantasy league. What do you think we could do better to improve ourselves?
I think that you should use auto draft more often.
Okay, auto draft.
It would make things better.
Okay.
Because in the end, none of the decisions we make really matter at all. It's just the wash.
Okay. This is some deep stuff right here. I wasn't prepared for this. So, do you have... Let me ask you this, because I like to ask this of my guests. Who do you think will be the two teams that make it to the Super Bowl this year?
I really think the Toronto Blue Jays are going to make it all the way this year.
Because they're blue?
Because blue.
Okay. And they are in Toronto and higher and maybe colder air, things fly faster, balls and whatnot?
The ball should be blue too.
Okay. Blue balls. And the Toronto Blue Jays. Who's going to play the Toronto Blue Jays in the Super Bowl?
The Seattle Sounders.
Okay. I guess I'm not familiar with them, but I will definitely look into that. What color are they?
They're green, so they're going to lose.
Okay, because blue is better than green.
I agree.
Okay, awesome. So that means the sky's better than the grass because it's blue.
Did you know that the human eye can see more shades of green than any other color?
Ooh, so green's better.
No.
Okay. Well, I think I have exhausted all of my questions for you. Is there anything you just want to talk about NFL-wise or anything?
I think it would be useful to not have a head coach as a player because that's just stupid.
Okay. That is, that is a good thought. You don't have to play a head coach if you don't want to.
I don't have to play any players if I don't want to.
You are correct. You don't have to.
It's always a good decision to make sure your players aren't injured before the games start.
Yes, that is true. What are your thoughts really quickly on playing the NFL overseas, taking our games and playing them in Europe or, Mexico?
One time the Bills played in Toronto. They're also blue.
Okay. So I think that's positive, maybe. Anything else that you want to add in closing?
It was nice being here.
Thank you.
It's a lot warmer here than where I'm from.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure having you. Like I said, you and Velvet Zebra are both undefeated. Hopefully you can stay that way. And maybe we'll be able to have you back on the show especially if you continue this undefeated streak.
I will be victorious.
Okay. And there we have it. The Winnipeg Blue Ballers is going to be victorious this year. You heard it here first on Sidelines with Shan. I think we are about out of time. That is all I have for you. Again, take care of your teams. Like he said, just take care of your teams. That's it. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.